Hello, hello, hello. Charlene Hess here, and today I am going to be sharing with you my personal secret to perfect eyelashes. So, a lot of you have asked me, how do I get my eyelashes looking so great? What mascara do you use? So, today I am going to give you all my secrets in how I get perfect smudge-proof eyelashes. So first of all, I am so picky and particular when it comes to mascara. First of all, I am a natural redhead, and so my eyelashes, as you may be able to see, are completely blonde. And so mascara makes such a huge difference for me. I do dye my eyelashes, so there is still a little bit of color on them, but you'll be able to see the difference of the before and after. So also I'm going to share a link with you of how you can get these products that I'm sharing with you today in case you yourself want to try and find these. So first of all, my first thing that I use is I use the Grande Lash. This is the Grande Lash Mascara, and then this is the Grande Lash Lash Enhancer. So first of all, I do use this sometimes, not all of the time. I don't always remember, but often these will come together as a set. So this helps your eyelashes to grow, to make them longer, thicker, to not shed as quickly. And then the mascara helps to also enhance the use of this together. So first I use my lash extender, or I call it my vitamins for my lashes. And then I use the Grande Lash on top. So my first coat I do is with the Grande Lash. And then the final coat that I use is, this is the secret. This is the Blinc mascara. So I have tried to use both of them independently just as they are, but what I have found is that I don't quite get the thickness and the lengthening with just using the Blinc, and I've tried both the Amplify and the regular. And with the Grande Lash, I get the length and the thickness, but it will smudge. So if I sweat by the end of the day, if I rub my eye, it will end up underneath my eyes. And confession, I don't always take my mascara off before I go to bed. I'll wash my face and leave my mascara on because I know that I will wake up and they will look totally fresh. Because I teach a 6:30 a.m. fitness class, I have to be out of my house at 5:55, and I don't want to put makeup on that early in the morning. So it's wonderful that I can have yesterday's leftover makeup still on my face. So let's start. So first of all, taking the lash extender here. So I'm just going to use my mirror, and I put this, I close my eye and just let it go right over the top of my eyelashes. This is also something that you can use before bed. If you don't want to put it on underneath your mascara, you can just, when you wash your face at night or wash your face in the morning, however that works for you, when you remove your makeup, to just put that on and then leave it. Then I go through with my Grande Lash. So here, it has a really nice brush. You can see there. So it's a little bit tapered at the end. It delivers just that perfect amount of mascara on it. So just going through, and then I will place it at the base of my eyelashes, lifting my eyebrows so that I don't get it on my eyelids. Lift my eyebrows, and then I just go through several strokes, knowing that this is my first coat. So often when putting on mascara, I will put mascara on in 2 coats. And so first coat, I'm using the Grande Lash, and then I go through and do my bottom lashes, just sort of a back and forth movement. And then I brush it down. And then I'll go over and do the other side, which actually I think I'm just going to do one side so that you can see the difference before and after. So then right away, before this completely dries, I go in with my Blinc. So the Blinc that I'm using is the blue. I really love adding that blue on top because it just gives a lot of brightness to the eyes. So then going through using this, so you can see this brush is more equal all the way through from tip to end. So I will go through And right away, while the Grande Mascara is still damp before it completely dries, and then what the Blinc does is it's creating a little casing around each of the eyelashes. So with that little casing, it's like putting a little tube on your eyelashes. So I'm going through and I'm separating my eyelashes on the corners and then doing underneath. And I don't worry if when I'm putting on my mascara, I get these little, black dots here. That's what Q-tips are for. Depending on how fast I'm doing my mascara, if I'm in a really big hurry, then I tend to get a few more of those. So going through, and I'm not putting a lot on, I'm just going through and really using the brush to separate and get that perfect length in my eyelashes. So hopefully I didn't block that from you. So you can see. And then often what I will do is I will wait for the eyelashes to completely dry before I then go in with my Q-tip for cleanup. Often if I go in right away while the lashes are still damp, before it completely seals, then I tend to smudge or move or compress the eyelashes. So I'll go through and I'll clean up these little bits in a second. And then the next thing that I want to share with you is eyebrows. So eyebrows are super important to me as well because I had low thyroid disorder. And so what happened is I lost the corners of my eyebrows. And so I did have my eyebrows tattooed on. And then I also had, that was probably about 12 years ago. And then I had the microblading done. And then my eyebrows are also light in color. So I color them as well to match my hair color because they're a little bit more blonde. So I'll just color them red. So with mascara, or with eyebrows, I have two different things. One is, this is the eyebrow pencil from Youngblood, and I really like this pencil. It has two ends. One end has the little brush for brushing the brows, and then the other end is a dial up, which is great. You don't have to sharpen it to do the eyebrows. And so eyebrows and mascara are probably my number one go-to for makeup. If I'm going to wear makeup, this is what I often wear before I do anything else. So using this one, I'm just going to go through and make little upward strokes looking like hairs. So going through little strokes, lining the top of the brow, and then carrying it down. So the line goes from your nose all the way out to the corners, making that 45-degree angle. That's how far to make the corner of your eyebrow. If, like me, you have lost a little bit of the corner and you don't know how far down to go, that is a good cue. And then as far as how far in to go, you can go from your nostril straight up. And that can be about where your eyebrow starts. You can also do it from the inside of your nostril, depending on how wide your nose is, or the bridge. So using these various different things, and ideally about the eye distance that your eye is about the distance you have in between, depending on how big your eyes are. So then going through, and then that is my brow darkening. So you can really see the difference from one side to the other. So now that the mascara has dried, I just use my saliva. I spin the Q-tip in the direction of that the cotton is wound. And what that does is that helps to lay it and make it really thin. You can also wet it underneath the sink if it grosses you out to do your spit. But I find that the spit has a really nice slippery surface so that I can go through and then clean up. When I go underneath my eyes, what I do is I spin the Q-tip as I'm going underneath, and what that does is that gets it lifts up on the skin to remove anything there. So now that the lashes are dry, I can go back and forth. I can do my cleanup without changing my lashes. And so there you can see the difference from one eye to the other of getting just those bright, perfect eyelashes. So as I go through and do the other eye, I will demonstrate my other favorite product for eyebrows, and that is also the Blinc Brow Gel. The thing that I like about the Blinc Brow Gel is that it actually colors the hair, whereas the pencil it colors more the skin, and then you can brush up. Whereas with the Blinc brow gel, and they have multiple different colors, this is the auburn, I will go through and just very, very gently brush up with the hair. I don't want to do this really hard because the auburn is a little bit dark for me and I don't want it to be too dark. So just brushing super, super, super light stroke, and then it actually covers the hair. And then I will follow through with some sort of brow brush, like the one that I have for my young blood. And then I'll just brush over it while it's still damp. And then just brush up, getting it just in place. And the thing about particularly with the brow gel, is that the brow gel will harden and the brows will stay perfectly in place. So if you happen to have wily eyebrows that kind of go all over the place, then the gel would be great for you. If you don't have very much hair to color, then I would recommend using the Youngblood brow pencil. So now as I go through, I'm going to do my other eyelash, and you can just watch and see how I go through and do the 2 coats. So first with my Grande Lash. And what I'll do is I'll put it at the base of my eyelash, and then I will blink. And that way I'm combing my full eyelash from root all the way to tip. And then my bottom lashes. Getting the corners. And again, I don't want to put it on too thick because this is just my first coat. And the second coat is with the Blinc. So then going through with the Blinc. Right away, while the mascara coat number 1 is still wet, while the Grande Lash is still wet, I want the Blinc to create that little tube around the mascara. And that's what prevents it from running, because the Grande Lash will smudge, but by putting this little second coat on of the Blinc, it makes the little tube that's special about Blinc mascara around it, and so it stops it from smearing. So then you get the best of both worlds. So you can have the thickness and the length of the Grande Lash, but then the smudge-proof from the Blinc. So this side I'm going to go ahead and clean up before while it's still wet, and I'll just show you, if you don't have time for it to dry, you're running out the door. Except there have been times where I've run out the door with it still a little bit of a glob here and there, and then I'll look in the mirror halfway through my day and go, oh my goodness, I forgot to clean up my mascara. So just very gently you can go in, and don't move side to side, because it will make the lashes smudged one side to the other. And then sometimes if I want to make them look a little bit longer, rather than use an eyelash curler, which I've never had success for, all they've done is mostly crimped my eyelashes. So I'll just take my finger and I will put it at the base, and then I will close and I will hold while the mascara is still wet. And then I will open, put my finger at the base, and then I close and I hold for about 3 seconds. And as I do that, what that does is that just gets the lashes up a little bit higher. So you can see the difference between one eye where I did that and then the other eye that I didn't. So this eye, I just left them kind of come out and up. And this eye, I did the little close and hold to make them come straight up. So there it is. There is my mascara secret. And like I said, I can sleep in this tonight, and when I wake up tomorrow morning, they will still look like this, so that I can get up and go teach class. So again, it's the Grande Lash Mascara with the Grande Lash extender, or the eyelash vitamins. But you don't have to use this. You can get away with just using the mascara. But if you do have shorter eyelashes, or you're growing out lash extensions, this stuff is amazing. And then follow up with the Blinc. I use the blue. It comes in purple, brown, black, whatever you want to do. Personally, I just love the blue mascara because it gives a little bit of brightness. So there it is. Hopefully you have enjoyed this little video tutorial on how to create perfect lashes. Thanks so much. And leave a comment below. Feel free to contact me. I will also, again, I'll put the link below of where you can go to order these products.